Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is like, the strategic timeout in an IPL match. Bringing the focus back after this lunchtime is really difficult. Let me see whether I'm able to survive and, bring that up. So, yeah. So the topic here is about bringing the mall experience, online, right? Before we go there, a small introduction about myself and the organization. My name is Raju Dedhia. I represent Vinculum Group here. We are a tech enabling partner. We closely work with brands, retailers, mall owners, marketplaces, 3PLs to manage their omni-channel operations, right? Coming back to the topic, last few months, or I would say few years, we've seen a lot of things changing, right? The COVID has, brought disruption, and because of that, because of the disruption, there has been, opportunities for innovation, right? A lot of things have gone into a change, the way the customer buys, the way brands are, representing their products online, offline. The pandemic has done a lot of good things as well as not so good things, right? While pandemic has given this opportunity of innovation or opportunity of digitalization, right? This is not something new to the mall world or to the brands or retailers. This has been there around the day since e-commerce has entered, right? But along with this COVID or along with this pandemic, what has happened is this has actually got accelerated, right? And it has got jumped leaps and bounds, right? Now, this is what exactly, if you look at it, this is what the buzz is around, where we see people sitting at home, and buying, placing orders, getting the products delivered, right? Every now and then we come across a new e-commerce trend, right? Today, if you look at 2021 itself, the year started with D2C. There were then brand aggregators who started building up brands, acquiring brands, selling them online. The year ended, or it basically it came out to be an quick commerce thing, right? So every 3 months or every 6 months, we're coming across a new e-commerce strategy or a new norm, right? I feel that, e-commerce is giving birth to a child in a much faster way than a human being is doing it, right? That's how the industry is moving. That's how the industry is changing, right? Now, one thing that I would want to bring here is specifically the quick commerce part, right? Has basically, it has created inventories as a center point of supply chain. And the reason that I'm emphasizing this is a lot of the inventories today is, placed in malls, retail outlets, shops, right? And all of them is slowly getting part of the supply chain, right? Because people are looking for a 10-minute, a 30 minutes delivery. For fashion categories, people are looking for a same-day delivery, right? Now, before we get into how malls can help, some of the numbers globally, yes, definitely we've seen some decline in terms of the offline retail, the brick and mortar retail, right? But the online retail is increasing. To look at the important number here, which is the click and collect, right? We see there is a 60% growth overall globally where click and collect is participating. Yes, in India, this number is much lower, but mall can actually bring this number to the global standards, right? And how they can do it, few slides later, I'll try to explain how mall can help brands and retailers to, come closer to this click and collect number that the brands are doing globally. Now, this looks like a war, right? This slide says that, is there a war between a physical retail and a digital retail, right? No. The good news is that there are still 73% of consumers today who are preferring to buy and shop, but before that they are experiencing both of the channels, which means they are not only buying on a digital channel, they are also exploring physical channel. Yes, their journey might end on digital, their journey might end on physical, that's okay. But this is how brands are going globally, and that 73% is where the numbers are increasing. Now, these are some of the opportunities that we look at how malls can contribute to this entire omni-channel piece, how they can help brands and retailers. The first and foremost is mall as a marketplace, right? It's a digital platform where brands can come, they can list their catalog, customers can come, buy the products, and mall can, get it delivered to, the customers, right? Now, this is, again, we are not saying it's in competition to an Amazon or a Flipkart or an Myntra, right? Because the objective there is buying and selling, whereas the objective of the marketplace as a mall is going to be, creating a customer experience platform. And how that customer experience can be created, right? There are multiple use cases where brands can, or the malls can engage the customer, right? One of them can be in click and collect, right? Or the curbside pickup, where the customers can walk into the mall and buy, right? Or it can be a click and collect where a customer journey starts online, but then it gets, completed offline, right? Apart from this, there are scenarios like, ship from store, where store becomes a delivery point. The delivery guy can go to the store, pick up, and then deliver to the customer, right? Beyond that, there are like buy online, return at store. All these concepts are looking forward to increase more and more footfalls into the malls, right? The next one is setting up a shopper community center, right? Now, mall is sitting on lots and lots of data, lots and lots of customer data. And within, if you take an example of even 5 kilometers or 10-kilometer radius of mall, there are lots of customers who are there, which mall can, target and approach. So slicing and dicing that data into different cohorts to look which customer should the mall be targeting is where this whole shopper community can help out. Enabling video calling, personalized shopping, professional shopping, right, again, is the concept where today globally brands or globally marketplaces are doing it. Brands like Walmart, brands like Etsy are actually, providing a digital platform where the customer can go, call, or customer can call, tell that tomorrow I have an event, I want a black suit. So, the professional shopper can help them to walk into the stores, buy the product, try it out, and if the customers like, they can, deliver it. The next one is loyalty program across brands. Now, this is not something new, right? But the reason of re-emphasizing this is something that right now it's a must-have for all the mall owners, right? Earlier, this was an optional thing, but then creating or recognizing the customer as one single customer, making them to earn points, burn point, and creating a program is again something that the mall owners should look after. And the last one is about Bitcoins, right? About cryptocurrencies. Again, this is not legalized in India. We are hoping that this gets legalized soon. But there are several global use cases where, malls or brands have started doing this. Couple of use cases that I would want to bring here is the mall in Thailand called Giant Group. They have recently launched a cryptocurrency, right? Right now, they are doing a pilot with 80,000 of their employees, where they have distributed these currencies. They are asking their employees to go to the mall, buy, and shop. But again, this would be then get exchanged to their customers too. Even recently, Gucci in US, they started accepting cryptocurrencies at the store, right? So again, this is something in future where we see 2 years down the line should be a norm where the brands or the marketplace can help. Just a small video. this was one of the use cases, right, where a customer sitting at home, wanted to go for a marathon the next day. He was not having his running shoes, right? He did not wanted to go to a mall and then spend that energy. So they wanted to, actually they went on an online platform and placed an order, right? Now, this sounds very similar to going on an Amazon or a Flipkart or any of the, web store platforms. But for mall to run this, right, there are few components which are there. One is a curated catalog, what the brands can push it on the web store, right? Then a digital mall or a digital web store front where the customer can go and browse. Now, many of us would relate this with, metaverse or other technologies. Yes, a metaverse can be an answer of this, but a simple, plain, or an easy browsing experience can also do wonders for the malls, right? So a digital mall and assisted shopping experience, curated catalog for the brands, right? A panel for the brands or a panel for the tenants to go and publish their inventory and to fulfill those orders, right? The good part is the Vinculum stack is pre-integrated with lots of point of sale system. Today, if we look at the data, 40% of the POS are integrated onto the Vinculum's platform, which means for any market, any mall, to provide such experiences, right, the inventory data, which is very, very critical, is already part of this setup, right? So that the go-to-market becomes very, very easy, right? Then the hyper-local deliveries, you saw logos of Pickers, Shadowfax, Swiggy, Dunzo. Again, these are all pre-integrated to the platform, which means getting the product picked up from the store and delivering it to the customer within 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 4 hours can be easily done too, right? Next, the payment reconciliation. This is, I think, one of the important elements. We've gone through the entire journey of fulfillment, but end of the day, if the mall can provide a confidence to the tenants, saying that, this is what you have sold in a month or a week, this is what is my commission. After deducting that commission, this is what I'm going to pay you, right? This is what I've paid, this is what is pending. If that information is made visible to each of the tenants, I think that will do a lot of confidence boosting into them, right? Where they will participate more and more onto this platform, right? So with this, I'll want to end the session for today, right? Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Looking forward for, healthy discussions post this. Thank you all.